pulse of the VI. Listen close and you will see why. The information will set you free. Stand together, never divide. Pulse VI.
Hey, Pulse VI, Caribbean Superstation 90.9 FM. We're here. We're not live, but we're gonna be live.
We're live on Facebook.
But we're live. We're live on Facebook.
Not on radio.
Not on radio.
But we are live on Facebook.
Yes, we are live on Facebook.
We're live.
So, Facebook people, good afternoon. How are you? Hope you guys are listening in. I know it's gonna take some time for you guys to even notice that we're live. We're on. It's gonna take some time for the people to build.
But spread the word.
But spread the word. Share the link. We have Sophie B in the building today, so you guys will see her in the next 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So what's going on, people?
I don't know. Okay, so I always have.
You don't know, but okay, so.
No, this is not. It's not a story.
Well, probably before we start, let's first start by saying, we send condolences to the Christopher family in the loss of Honorable Dolores Christopher. It was a sad day in the territory, and we mourn with the territory and with the family, and we pray that God strengthen you guys during this time. Now here you go, Benta.
Yes,
take it.
Because I totally forgot about that. But yeah,
I didn't, but kind of didn't. Okay. I mean, no worse talk, and then now I'm about to talk about my birthday.
Oh, death and then birthday.
That's what I'm saying. It's really weird. But
sorry.
I'm gonna be 25 soon. Everyone's saying like
You're
when you hit
in
25,
some places, that means you could rent a car in the U.S.
I can.
Well, you can rent a car for a cheaper rate.
Right. For better.
Because I guess the insurance thing
is higher when you're
Insurance
under
is a lot
25.
higher when you're under 25.
Right.
So I don't drive, so that kind of makes no difference to me. But you know what happened is that a lot of things, like when I was in the States, you had times where you get 18, you're like, okay, you can be here, you can do stuff 18, but in the States, you cannot.
Right.
You get, a little bit,
21.
you can get into some clubs in 18. Then they say you have to get 21. Then they say you get to 21, you're excited. They're like, you can't come in.
Yeah. Because
then they say 25. Now I'm waiting to see what they say when you hit 25. What
maybe
they're
you need
30?
to be 26.
You guys ever analyze the drinking versus driving ages between the States and the BVI?
Yeah, the BVI doesn't have any.
We don't have any.
Well, basically, it used to be to sit at a bar, you had to be 16 and up. I don't know if that ever changed. I don't know if we ever
it's not enforced
really put that in bold or
anything.
enforced it. But that's what this is what I knew from growing up, and a lot of other
still
people
in place.
is that you had to be 16 to sit at the bar.
Right.
And you drive at 18, whereas in the States you drink
16.
at 21, and then you drive at 16.
You drive at 16.
But here's my take on it though, because we have so much drunk drivers in the States.
So much.
They drive and then they learn to drink.
Yeah.
We learn to drink.
Then you learn to drive.
So that's why our roads are safer.
So that I'm not saying that's where they're safer, but we're already building up a tolerance.
Right.
Like we already have 2 years of tolerance built up
of training
before we actually drive a car. Whereas in the States, you have 5 years of driving this car, and then on the first night you get alcohol, boom, that's it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That's so wild.
Really crazy.
So I don't blame. I think we should just stick the way we have.
I mean, at the same time now, the reason I said that, it's whatever, because I see people who are around 16 sitting at bars and nothing happens. Because why? Because all these little girls and little boys look like they're about 25.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've never been carded on island. I've never had that,
Carded? What is that?
Exactly. Whereas in the States, everywhere I go, people always think I'm like 12.
Well, because they could really lose their license.
Yeah, they can.
It's,
right. It's very serious
for them.
You can also lose your license
and be
if
charged.
a drunk driver hits somebody on the way and they find out that that's the last bar that
you could be charged.
That bar can still be charged
take it
for
seriously.
that murder if there is a murder, that homicide or whatever. So yeah,
they take it seriously, and I think that's a good thing. But at the same time, let me leeway in, because I don't like to see it. I don't like to see little girls, especially little girls. I can't speak for the little boys.
Right.
I can speak for the little girls. Stop looking like you're 50. Stop looking like you're older than me.
I don't know why they're rushing it.
You know
what I'm saying?
It's a miserable life. Adulting is not fun. Do not look. You should enjoy
it.
It is not fun. It's bills. It's misery. It's a job. It's having to wake up. It's having to
your
just...
life has changed
Yes,
and
but
it's no longer yours.
These 14 and 15-year-olds are not thinking about that right now because they don't have to embrace bills. They don't have to think about that
They
right
don't.
now.
I know.
So, but then we have a society where it's more of a modern society. People are a little bit more loose. We wear a little bit less clothes. We're always a little bit more revealing. So you have these girls growing up watching this, and people are accepting it more. But I think it's the acceptance is the problem. The accepting of little girls wearing revealing clothes and within our society, because no one stops them, no one says anything.
I don't know.
I
I
mean,
just
parents
think
don't
it's,
say
I think it starts at home.
It
you
does.
know?
It
does start at home.
Yeah.
But it does start at
But
home.
then when you look at the parents,
Right.
they're dressed and acting the
The same way. That's my,
you know
that's,
what I mean?
and that's my point. So
it's
where do
kinda
they
hard
learn it from? Where do they learn it from?
at home.
And everything that we have, social media, we have hip hop is the biggest influencer in the world. It's the biggest genre.
It's always been.
So and it has always been.
And
So
it's-
when these girls watching Cardi B, when they're watching
and
Nicki
Instagram, and you see the fake bodies, and everyone think that that's how they should look,
Right.
and it's. I mean, and the guys are, when you see Cardi B or one of them,
Right.
you see, look at the likes,
Yeah.
1,000,001 men, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
yeah,
ding,
yeah.
ding,
No,
ding.
of course.
So it makes the young girls think that that's what they have to strive towards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
Because they're looking attention.
But you know what? Unfortunately, and people are gonna take this a little. I don't know how people are gonna take this, whatever. But unfortunately, guys only like that for a certain amount of time.
They
They
do.
do.
I
We
kn-
only like to see that for a certain amount of time because at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I don't want a Kim Kardashian in my house growing at 50, 52.
I
You're
hear
looking
you.
Like that, and then she's sagging.
I totally
And then
hear you,
all
but
those
I'm not
pats,
convinced.
All
I'm
those
sorry.
pads just dropping. You got being surgery the
I hear
entire
you.
time.
I hear you, and I think most men say that because it's the politically correct thing to say.
But which
their
most men say that? I actually never heard anybody say that.
I've
hear
heard a
every
lot of
man
guys
say
say
they
that.
want the freak, but they're not going to marry the freak. Or, I mean, I'm saying they've alluded to the same thing.
Gotcha.
But it's like, but still, that's who you're dating. That's who you're.
No, I mean, that's
and
the
when,
same.
when you step out, that's who you're stepping out with.
Right.
So I don't know. I,
mean,
hear
that's
you,
the
but
same term.
Yeah.
What you call it? People say they're not going. They'll be with the hoe, but they're not going to wife no.
right.
So it's the same
But-
type of thing, but at the same time, this is me. This is just me. Let me say I'm speaking for myself. I can see certain people, let's say certain people I've been with, I can see if I look at who they've been with, they're not gonna I could have told them from the jump, these girls, I'm like, he's
It
not gonna
won't
be
last.
it's not gonna last, it's not
Right.
gonna work because you're just there, but at the same time no man is going to settle. They like it, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like that's on y'all. That's y'all fault.
Of course,
That's
of course.
me saying that. Because at the same time, it's like Blake.
Yeah, but
She's
but
so
okay, but
silly.
take it from my standpoint. I wasn't talking about a hoe. I wasn't talking about that. I was
Okay.
just talking about the fact that these women are now going through the plastic surgeries, making their boobs and their buttocks way bigger than necessary.
Because you
And
guys make us feel, not me.
I know that.
Make
I know
them
that the
feel like that's what they
insecurities.
need.
Of course. But I think in modern day society does that. Not even guys.
Yeah,
all
I
girls,
don't think-
because
yeah.
girls are into girls more than guys are into girls
that's
nowadays.
where I was gonna go with
so
that.
it's just a society. I think it's just a society.
I guess.
Like with his point, I can actually say I'm with you on that one. I don't think it's more guys now because you see a lot more because people like you saying on the Cardi B's comment, it's more females in there. Than
Exactly.
men. It's always more females everywhere than the men now because they like that's just what they. Oh, I like this. I like the small waist. Let me go buy a waist trainer. Let me tuck.
No, let me
myself in.
remove two
Right.
ribs.
Yeah,
That's what Kim
going
did.
to the extent is just
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy to me. I understand. You have some insecurities. You have some small titties. Itty bitty titty committee. I get it. We love you guys.
Hey.
But if
Take
you're
it easy over there.
If you're gonna do it, don't be so excessive, man. That's all I'm saying.
Before we go to break, I might chime in since
Please
No,
chime
we
in.
actually have 5 minutes because we started at 3:05, so we're
Awesome.
gonna go to 3:20.
Yeah, since Binta called my name, she wanted the Blake sauce.
Yes.
The Blake
Sauce it up.
The
From my
Blake
perspective,
sauce.
when it comes to the men,
Copyrighted.
we respect what you present. So if you present yourself as all lewd and slack, we're going to call a spade, and we're going to defend you as you present yourself. So you
Okay.
can't expect me to respect you if the image you put out saying, "Take me," I do not respect myself.
But then I can't. Also with that, I can't disrespect someone just because their clothing is revealing.
That's true.
Because there are some very respectable women that go out and still wear a thong at the beach because that's at the beach. You know what I'm saying?
That's 'cause
Yeah.
they just want to do it.
But they just want to do it. They want that, I don't know, they want to feel good about themselves. They want to show
Right.
up and be like, hey, I'm
Right.
confident.
But in this
Right.
modern society, you cannot put on a skirt that you know gonna ride up, and every 2 seconds you're pulling it down.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot pass through a set of guys and do not expect
True.
them to react the way.
Right.
If you know to yourself that you do not like a man addressing you in a manner that you're uncomfortable with, do not put yourself in that. That's just
Right.
me. Don't put yourself in that kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, I think
But
it comes down to
we as men too have to change the ways that we approach.
yeah.
Yes.
Approach women. We do.
Well,
But
yes,
it's hard when they look us the way
it's
I
hard
understand.
because you got to look at the culture or background that people come from.
Mm-hmm.
Some things like that is tolerated. Let's say, for instance, in Jamaica, depending on where in Jamaica they come from,
Mm-hmm.
the girls react to the lewd comments from these guys.
Right. True.
It's a turn on,
Right.
It's culture. It's all in
Right.
culture, and whatever religion background you come from or whatever.
Yeah.
It's different. It's debatable.
And I think a lot of it has to do with self-esteem. You'll be surprised that there's a lot of females out there with low self-esteem. And for them to get some attention, they feel like they have to go that extra mile.
Right.
And then they go that extra mile, and then you guys hype them up. So then they're like, whoa, this is
what
what
it
all I
is,
had to
yeah.
do all along.
And it also leads back to, as Robbie says, on us men. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I used to say, like, for example, I had a conversation with someone, and it was like, oh, you guys are this, and you are, you need to understand, right? When you women are learning about your bodies and learning how to take care of a family, we buy on the street, chilling. That's my cat, that's my cat. That turned into, that's my bike, or that's my girl, I'll ride she. You know what I mean?
Right.
We don't really have no direction. So when a woman is mature by 25, a man technically don't be mature until he's 30.
30, right.
I said 35.
35,
Yeah.
yeah.
40.
It depends. We don't. We
No
Yeah.
argument.
Just
No
keep
argument
going,
there.
Just keep going up.
Technically, right? A man doesn't grow up. Our toys just get more expensive.
That's true.
Yeah, true.
I agree.
True.
I mean,
So what
mean,
can we do, especially as women? We have a lot of women raising single women raising young men. What can we do to change that perception? To change that outcome?
I would say this is where you have family, because
community.
forget community.
That's where my
the
thing
community,
is.
in a sense, the community aspect gone.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to
Right,
bring
so-
that back.
and
It's
this
gonna be
is-
hard to
that-
bring
and
that
this
back.
is-
Because it's dog eat dog.
So it's dog eat dog. And
Yeah.
this happened to me in my eyes when other cultures start to merge with our culture.
Yeah.
And we start to embrace the foreign or the US
Yeah.
concepts of living,
yes.
styles and whatever. So this is where the internal family, your aunts, say no father figure, fine, where's the uncle?
I
He
agree.
need to step up.
I
and Be that
agree.
male figure in
Right.
that man's life. Because if I ain't got no father, which I ain't had one,
Right.
Right.
and Robbie's a cool dude on the block, I can look at him
Right.
as a pillar. I mean, what he doing might be wrong, but I look up to it because he's respected in the community.
Right.
And a lot of young boys are led astray because of that.
Right.
What I feel is, well, people, you could say, I put it on me, like me and Robbie, we can play a part because we were there.
Right. That's a
I'm
good.
sure technically Robbie raised himself
That's a good point.
on the path of becoming a man. I
Right.
do. God bless shows like, people might be vexed, but God bless shows like the Cosby Show.
Okay.
And God bless shows like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, exactly.
I learned
It teach you a lot,
morals.
yes.
And shows like that don't even exist
Today,
now.
that's true. That's true.
It's all reality.
There's no
shows.
Uncle Phil.
I totally agree
Uncle
because
Phil.
I raised my
There's
son
no family matters.
as a single
And
mom.
every single one
Right.
of those shows had conflict. And what? Well, anything you do wrong,
They had
there was
a
consequences.
balance, right?
Consequences, yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
You learn
And
the
the-
moral at the end of the show.
Right, and it wasn't always about being perfect.
Right,
They
exactly.
allowed the kids to make the mistakes
Mistakes,
so
yeah.
that the moral
Right.
and the lesson could be learned after.
And even if they knew they were
Yeah.
gonna make it,
They allow them to make it.
But you're right. You're right. There's no Carl Winslow. There's no Philip Banks. There's no Bill Cosby. So who do we watch? We watch Luke Cage. We watch. You know what I mean?
We can't watch Luke Cage no more than
they take it off of us.
Uh,
Anyway, it's 3:15 in the BVI. Technically 3:20 because we started 5 minutes late. Blah 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 blah. But anyway, we're gonna sign out right now officially. Facebook, we're just gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. Caribbean Superstation, 90.9 FM, Pulse VI. We'll be right back.
Pulse VI.
Hey, we're back. Caribbean Superstation 90.9 FM. You're here with the Swain Show, BVI chick, African chick, and Sophie B. Binta, sorry. The African chick, Binta.
Binta.
Same thing. Exactly right. Tripping. So we here with Sophie.
We're so happy to have you here.
the queen. of entertainment in the BVI.
Y'all better watch out before
Welcome,
I start interviewing you guys.
welcome. We're so happy to finally have you.
Thank you for having me. It's definitely a pleasure to be here.
You're so all over the place, girl. You have blown up.
Boy,
What's going on with
crazy.
2018?
2018, I'm just continuing from 2017 when I launched my own show, Talk and All. So I'm just continuing with that. Irma just put a little spoke in my wheel, but I'm continuing with that. And it's been a dream to do something like that all my life. So it's pretty cool to be doing that now.
And then from basically what I saw you post on Facebook was you've been doing this for God knows how many years, right?
Yeah, that's about to
Man.
ask how many.
Yeah, about 22 years.
Okay, so you've been doing this for 22 years, and then you said this is the first time you have been interviewed and not been.
That is correct.
That's insane.
Yeah, that is
I
kind of
know.
insane.
You know,
My
you've
first
been
time.
you've been the person interviewing these past 22 years, but you
Yeah.
have never sat in the seat.
Never.
She interviewed me at least 3 times over the years.
Wow.
For different reasons. For different reasons. But yeah,
3 to 1.
it's funny.
Yeah, I
3 to
mean,
1
it's,
ratio.
it's crazy. It's like when I got the request, I was like, I've never been interviewed before. How is this going to go? How does this work?
Right.
Because I'm always the one doing
Right.
the interviews. But it's a blessing. I'm actually really excited.
We're glad to have you.
I know.
Who was the most? I don't say how do I ask this question?
Who's your best interviewee?
No.
That's what I want to know. That though.
Which interviewee were you most nervous to interview?
Oh, wow. That would have to be Taraji. Taraji P.
Oh,
Listen,
wow,
I
yeah.
was shaking.
Really?
I was just walking around in circles. I'm like, Lord God. Because I don't ever prepare questions.
Right.
Never. People,
Yeah,
when
you say that all the time.
Yeah, when I'm going to do an interview, people are
Yeah.
like, what are you going to ask me? And I'm like,
It's a
I don't know.
conversation.
Yeah.
It
just flows.
It just flows.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I going to ask this superstar?
Yeah.
But when I finally met her, we got introduced. I was like, I told her, I was like, I'm really nervous. And she's like, girl, please, nervous for what? And from then, it was just like, well, okay, this is my girlfriend I'm talking to. And it just
Clicked.
went
That's awesome.
awesome from there. So,
Awesome.
yeah. Taraji, for sure.
Okay. And name some of the others that you've interviewed
Oh, man.
over
What a
your
list.
career.
Roberta Flack, Jimmy
Wow.
Cliff, Wyclef,
Nice.
just about every artist from in the Caribbean, Elephant Man, Beanie Man, Sean Paul. I mean, the list is
Yeah.
crazy.
That's
Because I've been
massive.
doing this from 15.
Right.
I was 15 years old on Z-Rod.
Okay.
So, once they passing through the Virgin Islands for whatever show, whatever reason, I'm normally the one that would have that exclusive interview with them.
Wow.
So, I can't be here without thanking Rodney Herbert.
Right.
Again, I was 15 years old, didn't know nothing about radio, never sit down in front of a microphone. I just knew all the latest music.
Okay.
And he gave
And
me
still
that
do.
opportunity. Yes. And he gave me that opportunity.
Yeah.
So the person that you see here now is because of Rodney Herbert.
Wow.
He took me under his wing. He taught me everything I know. He's like, when you're doing an ad, you have to sell it. You have to convince the people to buy this product. Why should I come to your event?
Right.
This event. So, he taught me everything I know. And, I'm very thankful for that.
Wow.
Very,
That's
very
awesome.
Awesome. And I mean, you've had a whirlwind weekend,
Oh, man.
haven't you? I mean, it's not finished yet.
No, it's not finished. It started
Beginning.
yesterday. I did the fashion show at Umi. Kes had the
Yeah.
opportunity to speak with him. I did a promotion this morning for Right Way, their new the
Yes,
grand
I saw that,
reopening.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here now.
I'm telling
and then
you.
later it's
Nice.
Kes again.
Yes.
And then tomorrow it's another promotion. So yeah,
Wow.
That's really
I,
nice.
Wow.
I keep on the go.
Wow. So where do you want to take this? I mean, you said you finally, after 21 years last year, you finally launched Talk on All, your own show. So where do you want this empire to go?
Worldwide, man. International.
Worldwide, baby?
Listen, I want to be on Oprah's couch. Oprah, how
Yes.
you doing?
Oprah?
Right.
I think we put it out there for someone else, We're putting it out again.
Yeah.
Okay?
Who was it? Who was it?
I can't
can't even
remember.
remember.
Was it Trebles? Was it Kristen?
don't know.
I don't remember, but we're putting it
28
out there.
episodes ago.
Definitely. Man,
We're putting
my
it out there.
Listen, when I was about 3 or 4 years old, don't ask me why. At 3 or 4 years old, I was watching Video Soul with Donnie Simpson and Sherry Carter. That was my show, and I would just see the guests coming, sitting in the chair, they rapping, they talking about, and I always used to be just like, that gonna be me. That gonna be me.
Yeah.
And my mom told me from when I was about 2 years old, I would use the hairbrush.
Okay.
And conduct interviews. I can't remember this.
Right.
But I knew that it was something that I wanted to do. I think it was my sixth grade graduation. They asked me to be the mistress of ceremonies.
Okay.
And they gave me this folder with all the things that they wanted me to say. And I didn't say them exactly how they had it in there. I put my own little twist on.
Okay.
So I knew then that this is something.
The star was born. Wow.
So it's worldwide. I really want to take it to that next level. You know, carpet, red carpet interviews. You know, Wendy Williams, Ellen DeGeneres. You know, that's what I want to do.
I'm telling you. Okay, well, you're on your way.
Hey.
You're on your way.
Definitely, I'm excited.
So tell us about Brooks Promotions, because I know that's a part of your business, right?
Right.
Tell us about that.
Brooks Promotions basically is my company where, you know, we do marketing. If you need a little help, you know, in terms of marketing, we can help you there in terms of voicing commercials, TV commercials, you know, going to the site or your store and promoting the products for you. What else do? We host events.
Okay.
So if you're having an event, a party, you don't feel like talking to people, you know,
Right.
hire me.
Just me.
Hire me, and I'll be happy to entertain your guests for you. So,
Okay, so
Okay.
do you have a team that you work with, or what do you do?
A theme. I just go out there and just, you know, be the life of the party. Just fun. Have fun,
I'm
be
here for
yourself,
that.
and you know. And you can't go wrong with that.
You really can. I support that 100%.
You can't go wrong with that. But yeah, that's my company. I wanted to, because I like parties, I like events too. So, you know, I'm like, you know what? Why am I paying people to promote my party?
Right.
I'll promote my party myself.
Wow.
You know, so that's how that came about.
Okay.
Basically.
And you just had your big birthday party at the Roma. So how did that go? The outfit was stunning.
Boy,
Woo!
let me tell you, that night was definitely a night to remember. It was really, really nice. I had a good time. Stingray band was there. They did a great
And they
job.
jammed.
Yeah, they did. It was nice. I had a really good time.
I know. I saw it on Facebook. I know you're fit. A lot
And
of
you
the
were-
stuff you're on Facebook. I always feel like I'm there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You pull people in.
I don't watch a lot of people's Facebooks, but you'll see me. I don't stay. My attention span is like a goldfish. So I go on there and I watch. There's certain specific people I always watch. You have Money, and then you have you, and then there's like one other person.
Yeah.
But I don't really watch people's, you know, because some people just be going on there to just, I'm on Facebook Live.
Talk crap.
Yeah. So, but I actually see, so I kind of live your life with you sometimes. And that's
Aw.
how I feel, you know, with a lot of Facebook Lives. We get to see that, like how you work, how you get to what you do, what projects you're working on, it's really cool.
Right.
No, I was just about to ask something about the Facebook's live because apart from
Talking all.
Talking on. I was gonna say that, but I didn't make sure I had it right. Talking on.
He's not
Apart
good
from that,
with
you
names.
have done personal lives since and I probably want to think before you were doing personal lives.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever messaged you, or have you ever thought that maybe you got too personal?
Actually, no. You know, yes, people
Yeah,
message me, and you know, they message me to say, you know, Sophie, thank you for doing that because this really helped me. Whatever the topic was at the time, you know, you'll be so amazed by how many people struggling out there
Right.
with
I
certain
need to hear something.
situations,
Yeah.
and they just because we live in a society where, you know, girl, don't tell nobody your business.
Yeah.
People, girl, you.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
You know, and for me personally, if I know that there's something going on within my life, I rather talk about it than to have people make up their own version,
Right.
you know,
Right.
getting stuff out there that's not true.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I have kids. I want them to know what's going on. I want them to know the truth, not what somebody else made
Right.
up.
Right.
You know, and of course, being a public figure,
Yeah,
that's important.
Yeah.
I'm my
You
own
might as well.
publicist.
You might
Right.
as well.
You understand? So you know, I as they say, I keep an open book. I have nothing to hide.
Right.
Not to say that I'm gonna be out there talking all my business. But,
Right.
you know, there are issues.
The need to know.
Yeah.
There are issues that
Yeah.
people just
Someone
do
else is
not
going
touch,
through.
Yeah.
and it's like, why?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
why?
And that's
Yeah, I think- go ahead.
Oh, no. I don't know.
Right?
No, because what I was just gonna say, it's refreshing, especially in a society where it's always don't speak about certain things.
Yeah.
Don't you don't touch on this. What are you doing? You're always judged for speaking your mind. So for someone to actually come and say, okay, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm going through, because odds are 50% of everyone who's watching is probably going through or has
Right.
been through the same thing.
Right.
So I've never understood why people are always, no, blah, 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 it's
Listen,
nobody
if you
business,
go,
blah,
I
blah,
find a
blah.
couple report cards when I used to go to elementary school, and all of them said, "Sophia talks too much." So I'm not gonna wait till now
Right.
to not talk.
Right.
You understand? So I rather talk about it.
Get it out.
And get it out.
Yeah, and hopefully it will connect with someone who is going through the exact same thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Because sometimes, you encourage persons, how to deal with it, stuff like that. So we're both looking at the time.
No, we good, man. We got a couple
good
more
on the
minutes
time?
now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good on the time.
So being a mother, you have two
girls.
beautiful girls, a
Yes.
teenager
Lord Jesus.
in high school, and then one in primary school. What's
Yes.
that like?
Man, well, they're 7 years apart.
Okay.
So how old is the teenager?
The teenager is 13.
Okay.
The little pumpkin is 6.
Okay.
So, yeah, that is quite interesting, because the teenager, she gonna kill me anyhow. The teenager, she's going through, her teenage
Yeah.
years. She
Right.
wants her space and all of that stuff. And then the 6-year-old is like, she's so cool. I want to hang with her. I want to do what she's doing.
Right.
So I spend most of my time parting fights.
Yeah.
Arguments. You don't touch that. That's hers. Leave that alone. But it's a great experience. It is.
Good. And we were just talking on hot topics about women and the young girls and how they're dressing as a mother of a teenager, because it's always hard
yeah.
with the friends, your mother is so strict. Why don't how do you deal with those type of situations?
Well, for me, the way I deal with that is I pick her clothes.
Okay.
You don't work, you don't pay no bills.
Go on, mama.
So I pick her clothes, and I understand she's a teenager.
Yeah.
I'm into fashion,
Right.
so I pick, appropriate things for her age.
Okay.
That she still feels fly, and in the, the whatever style it is, I
Right.
pick her stuff.
Okay.
But she ain't so drunk to come tell me, "Mama, I want boom boom shots." No, she can't do
Only
that.
Sophie
It
B.
starts with the parents. It starts with, because my mother dressed us accordingly,
Right.
So it's like I can't do anything different than
And
to
that's
dress her accordingly.
that's my dad bought my you bought yours, but my dad bought my clothes until I was end of high school.
Okay.
So I always had, but I've always been. He'd buy certain things, but all his kids are like they have some type of figure. They have body.
Right.
So he'll buy the clothes
That's
on the rack.
African.
He'll buy the clothes on the rack, and then when we put it on, who bought you that? Blah, 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 blah. So he'll get that. We're like, you bought. I didn't buy it. I know what I bought. But those were the arguments that we had. But essentially, they did pick out. It was it fit.
Yeah.
It fit. It was always
Right.
kind of. It was a child.
Tasteful. It was
You
tasteful.
under
Tasteful.
my roof. You gonna wear what I say you gonna wear.
I'm with you.
They don't pay no bill.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and
I
I
like
don't
that
want
you
I
said
don't want guys to get the wrong idea out there. 'Cause
Right.
once you promoting yourself like that,
Yeah.
advertising,
You
yourself
can't pull
like
it back. You can't take it
And
back.
you've got a gorgeous daughter. She's 13. She's
Yes.
pretty.
Yeah, she's getting into her
Yeah.
little, self. She wants to do some modeling.
modeling,
and
I
stuff.
know, because I
Yes.
remember, I think the first time I really interacted with her when we had the photo shoot at
Oh,
Naniki.
yes.
So how about she's there helping? I didn't even know that was your daughter until then. I thought she came with Debbie, and then I'm like, oh, okay, that's yours. So she's helping. I'm like, she was helping everyone, making sure, basically,
Yeah.
very nice, trying to help us get our stuff together. That I thought it was, she was helping.
She's part of the
all
crew.
the models. Yeah. Come to realize.
You have a question?
What do you think about parents
Yeah.
that dress their children inappropriately?
They're trying to live through they're living through their child.
Yeah.
So they don't got that body anymore.
Right.
Right.
So I would like to see her in that, because
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they're living through their children.
So what would you say to
And they
those
probably
parents?
even like to see
Get
what
help?
the reaction is.
Oh wow.
Right.
That's something more psychological.
I
I've
was
seen
gonna say
happen
that's
before.
deep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
need
they actually like to
help.
see the reaction that it give the other, the men
Yeah.
give the kids. So yeah,
Wow.
it's kind of weird.
It
But
is
anyway,
weird.
on that topic, we're gonna take a quick break. Come right back. We're here with the queen of media, Sophie B, in the house.
Yes.
Pulse VI Caribbean Superstation. We can take a quick break. Come right back.
Pulse VI.
Caribbean Superstation. We back 90.9 FM. We have to officially say that, even though we're still live, guys.
Yes.
Pulse VI.
Okay, so April Glasgow's question. balance everything? That's one. She has 2 questions. And the second one is, what advice do you have for moms who want to be super moms like yourself, who want to achieve both professional and family successes?
Oh, wow. Y'all see me as a super mom? Woo! Okay, no. You know, balancing everything, you know, I create a formula. I created a formula for me. It's not perfect, you know. Sometimes I'm like, Lord Jesus, I can't do this. But, you know, planning the night before or preparing the night before as a mom is super duper helpful. That means you cook from the night before, you iron from the night before, you comb the heads from the night before, everything from the night before. So when the morning comes, it's just basically, you know, the little tiny pieces
Right.
you put together. And setting reminders. Reminders. You see these little smartphone thingies?
Use them.
Set reminders. Set your alarm clocks. I have like 5 different. I have 5, 5:30, 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30, 8. If 8 o'clock come and I'm still in the house,
Something
something's
wrong.
Yeah. So, you know, so I have my alarms. I do things from the night before, and a really good support team. My mom, my sister, you know, they are like, if I can't, then they're right there.
Right.
You know, so you have to have a really good support team as well, you know. But once you know that you want the best for your kids, it's not even like a thought, you know, it's just automatic,
yeah.
you
Right.
know, for it to fall into place. And I know I got to make that cheddar.
Right.
Hey.
So I need to be on top of
Right.
of my game.
Yeah, you can't loaf. You gotta bring home the bread.
Can't be loafing them.
But
Yeah, you know. So I know I got to definitely be on top of my game. I'm an adult now,
Right.
You know, and I have these 2 little, you know, individuals that call me mommy and depending on me. So I gotta
That's
put my A
excellent.
game on. So yeah.
Okay.
Loaf bread. I just get it.
Oh, jeez.
I just got it. Because you said don't loaf in bread. Loaf bread. I just got it.
You
It
missed
takes
the whole
me a
but-um.
while. Sorry. I was wondering why he was pushing. Sorry,
Y'all are
that kind
funny.
of flew right over my head. Literally.
As everything. As everything does.
Shut up, Rob.
Okay, Binta.
These 2. I'm always,
fun.
you're parting your girls. I'm always parting these 2. Really?
But I'm pretty sure they love each other as you
much.
know, coworkers. Yes.
So recently, you've been vocal about a lot of things that you've been experiencing personally, as well as you share, like, I saw when you dropped your daughter off to school, the time issue, and
Oh Lord.
you really share your experiences, and you know, encourage others to chime in.
Right.
You know, and then I saw that some persons got on you for being too vocal and sharing too much. What do you say to those persons?
Well, I mean, to each his own.
Right.
You know, mind your funky business. No, you know, to
me
each his
alone.
own. Again, you know, I rather be open about certain things
Right.
rather than because you don't feel comfortable expressing yourself or talking about an issue.
Right.
Don't bring that over here to me.
Right.
You understand? So, you know, I just feel like, you know, it's best to express yourself and say how you feel. If you can't deal with it, change the channel.
Hey.
True. You don't
What
have to watch
exactly
it.
happened? I'm curious now. What was the video?
I don't know which one you're referring to. I'm not sure.
The first one I saw was when you were talking about the time you have to leave the house to get the kids to school, because I think they're in split shift.
Right. So my
And
daughter
school
has to be to
starts
school for
really
8 o'clock.
early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was tough on them in the beginning, right after Irma, but we've adjusted now.
Yeah.
You know, so
Right.
yeah.
Okay, and then the other one was when you were talking about your personal journey that you're going through,
Right.
and some persons were coming back at you, and you were saying, "Look, I want to share so that
Oh, you mean
others,
about my marriage. Okay, is that right? You know, actually, I only had one person who they messaged me privately, and they
Okay.
were like, "Why you have to let everybody know you're going through something?"
Okay.
And I'm like, "Well, why not?
It's my business. I could choose what I want to
Why
do. with
not?"
it.
You
Yeah.
know, and that particular live that I did, it was actually, and she's watching, my good friend Aloma.
yeah, you always shouting her out.
That's my-
We know that's your boo.
That's my baby girl. That's my baby girl. You know, and that live was actually to introduce her to the world.
Okay.
Because during the breakup of my marriage, she was one of the main persons that provided support.
Okay.
she called me every morning, every night.
A true sister.
You understand what I'm saying? To make sure that I was okay. Provide me with inspirational quotes. Sophie, girl, you strong. You can get through this, whatever, whatever. And I'm like, girl, you have a gift.
Wow.
You understand? It's not just a friendship here. This is something more. So that live was to introduce her.
Okay.
And she went ahead in that live and revealed something very secret, very, personal.
Yeah.
And I figured, well, if she had the courage to do that,
Right.
well, why not tell people what I'm going through?
Right.
Which is, my marriage didn't work out, whatever the case may be. So again, people who are not really on that level, they took it the wrong way and just, she just talking her business, whatever. And that night, the amount of messages Aloma got, the amount of messages I got, it was just crazy, because you have women going through these issues. A breakup is something, it's like somebody dead.
Yeah.
It's like somebody dies in your life.
Especially if you weren't ready for it.
Yeah.
Right.
You
If
know?
it was a surprise.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, it's something that a lot of people do not know how to handle. And a lot of people, they suffer in silence.
Yeah.
They don't have any support. They don't have the positive quotes. They can't even get out of bed. They can't eat. They can't sleep. Then you got depression.
Yeah.
You understand? So why not talk about it?
Right.
You ain't gonna be the first one who, wife leave you, or your husband leave you, or
And
your
you
boyfriend
wouldn't
cheat
be
on
the
you, whatever
last.
the
And it
case
wouldn't be the
may
last either, right?
It wouldn't be the last. So what's
Someone's
the
leaving
big
somebody
surprise?
right now.
Right
you
this
go.
minute.
Boy, bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody sending
let me help
that
you
breakup
back.
text right now. That breakup text rolling in right now.
So
A text.
Benta, is it you? I'm kidding.
yeah, so out of all the people, I only had one text that said, "Why you letting everybody know what you're going through?"
Okay.
And
I mean, it touched that person a specific type of way.
I don't know, maybe
So
they
she's
cheated.
your gal. You're open.
My
That's
girl,
your gal.
my girl, and she's got a movement going right now, Death Through Depression. She's
Oh,
got
wow.
her shirt that you can check out. Go on my Facebook and check it out, because she fought depression for years.
Okay.
And she's now in a better place, and she wants to help people.
That's like so
and
nice.
that's
That's
what we're
good.
trying to do. We're trying to help people. I ain't trying to get all my business out there. I'm just
Right.
trying to help people.
Right.
That after a breakup, after your marriage is over, there is life after that.
Right.
And certain ways to get to that point is a good support group, people that love you. Surround yourself with positive people. Not, girl, go slash your tires.
Right.
No. Yeah, I mean, yes, you would like to do that.
Yes.
But no, you understand.
Yes.
Pray. Look to God. That's another part that this whole thing, exposed me to. Yes, I was spiritual. Yes, I would
Right.
pray to God. But I really, really found God. And I realized there's nothing impossible with help. Because I tell you, I had days I was just like, Lord Jesus, I can't do it. I can't.
Wow.
And then when I get that feeling, I start to pray. And when I start to pray, it's just like, I don't have a problem in the world.
Right.
So it's like I got closer to God. I got closer to my girl Aloma, and it's just been they say they what the devil had for evil, God turns it for your good.
He always does.
Because listen, it has been an experience, but I am here. Anybody going through, whether you're a man or a woman,
Right.
you can get through it. You can get past. Surround yourself with positive people and find God.
You should have a shirt that says "Life After Divorce"
Ooh.
Amen. Listen.
It's not too late. We could get that
and
going.
then put a smiling sun under it.
That I'm all for it.
I will wear that. I will wear
Patented,
She
copyrighted.
need one of those shirts.
What? My vagina belongs to the Lord?
That's your cousin, so.
It belongs to him. Yes.
so going through a breakup with two young girls,
Yeah.
teenager and 6, what was that experience like? Because of course, you're not going through it alone.
Right.
They're going through it with you.
Right.
So how was that, in your household? How did you keep that together?
Right.
Show that strength to your girls?
Listen, my mommy, I know you're watching. Listen,
Hey, Granny.
my mom is like my inspiration. Like, you see me, you see my mom.
Right.
My dad passed when I was 2 years old, and I'm the third child, and my mom raised 3 of us. And I saw her got up every day. We were clean, we were fed, and we had a roof over our head. And he died. Dead. He ain't coming back.
No coming back.
You understand?
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I'm alone now. This is all me. I have to show my girls how strong I can be. So when they get in that situation like that, or whatever it is, doesn't necessarily have to be that.
Right.
Any
They
situation.
know they have that strength just from watching me go through what I went through.
Right.
And I saw my mom go through what she went through. So, you know, I always think back on that. And when I call her and I'm like, Mommy, oh God, she's like, listen, if I could do it, you could do it too.
Boom.
So, you know, my girls it's a change.
Yeah.
But Mommy's still there. We still watch TV. We still have fun. We go for ice cream. You know, we do. It's regular things. Regular
Strength
things.
of a woman.
Hey.
Hello. Work it out.
Shaggy. All right, guys. On that note, we're going to take a quick break just for our radio purposes, and we'll be right back. Caribbean Superstation 90.9 FM. We're here with Sophie B.
Pulse VI.
All right, guys. Caribbean Superstation. You're here live with Sophie B and the Pulse VI team. How are we doing today?
We're doing
We're almost done.
great.
We
But
are,
we're-
but-
and it's going so quickly because,
Yes, it is
we're
going
having so much
fast.
fun. We're
I know,
having so
and
much
I
fun.
find myself laughing at unnecessary times, and let me tell you why. It's because every time you do like your eyes, I could do it.
Now they roll back up.
Sophie has always been animated. I think it is part
so
of her.
animated. I can't catch myself
personality.
before you get into something serious. So
Right.
I'm still laughing while everybody is serious, and it's so awkward.
You know, they told me that I should do either stand-up comedy or acting, but I don't think so. Acting?
It's different.
love your face.
It's different because she's using her own words, and then you put somebody to read a script and become somebody else. It's totally different. Like it's a totally different world.
This is just her.
She can be Kevin Hart. He's Kevin Hart in every movie.
Him himself. That little midget.
True.
I mean, hey, you just started Talk on All.
Yeah.
So hey, you already got your platform.
I know, right? Yeah.
I
for real.
literally want to just like just like memes, like it's so perfect. I love it.
I can do
So-
the rock eyebrows.
So Sophie,
Can you?
look at her face.
Can we see it?
You funny. Okay. Serious now.
No, it's all good. It's all
Okay,
good.
okay.
We're comfortable and fun here, so
Yeah, you're
you
lucky you ain't
know.
got a champagne.
What,
Oh,
yeah, we have that at times.
So if you be on the table.
Listen. So, do you have a bucket list person? Like, let's say the one person. I know that you said where you want your show to go and your career to go in terms of media. But is that one bucket list person that you want to interview?
Oprah.
Oprah.
How would you?
We have to make
Oprah
it
or
happen.
Tyler Perry?
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Tyler Perry. I
Yeah.
mean, his story
Yeah.
is so amazing. Like,
Yeah.
Not only that, he doesn't do much interviews.
No, he doesn't.
So that
Usually
would be.
the one
Usually
I
with
saw was
Oprah.
with Oprah.
I was gonna say
Exactly.
usually with Oprah.
Exactly.
You can't say no to
But I think
Oprah.
I got a charm.
I think so, girl.
to
You
get
can
him
work
to-
it.
Yeah,
You
it
can
gonna
work
happen.
it.
I feel like you could have definitely a good business in Atlanta. I think you have the
I think so,
personality
too.
for
I do,
Atlanta.
too.
Yeah.
Especially how Atlanta is the place, the hub right now for entertainment.
that pot for all of that.
Like, especially for people especially for black people. Like,
Yeah.
It's like a
And it's a community of
Prime,
coming
yeah.
together and building.
Yeah,
So it's a good
and I know
place
a lot
to
of
be.
VI people up there.
Yeah.
too.
There you go.
Yeah. See, and a
believe
lot
it
of
or
them
not, a lot
already
of them
have
are in media.
A lot
Right.
of them already in. So you
Yeah, there are a lot of them in media.
your
So
in is much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
something to look
And
into.
on that list, Vibes Cartel.
Nice.
Interesting. Why
On
vibes?
I just find him to be so interesting. Like, get past the tattoos, get past the bleaching and all that stuff. I think he
Get
is a
past
very...
the murder thing.
Get past the motor.
But that is
That is.
Awesome interview.
But he is a genius. He's a genius. And there's a lot of
good
things,
music.
he's written music for Beyonce. And
Yeah.
people don't know a lot of stuff about him,
Yeah.
So I would love a one-on-one with him.
That would be
for sure.
perfect, actually. For sure. When does he get out?
Do you want to go back to radio?
knows?
Boy, I tell you, TV and radio are two different things completely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, that was my stomping ground, but, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I will always be a Z-Rod girl.
Yeah.
I don't care where I am, I'm going to always be a Z-Rod girl.
It's in your
So
blood.
Once Rodney called me, I'm there.
Okay.
I'm there.
I mean,
Okay.
you're saying zero. I'm picturing you if they have like a 2018, 2019 reboot of Top 7 at 7. You're the one. Hosting, doing
Top
the
7 and 7?
yeah, like behind this, that type of thing with the because that's what it was. They interviewed and did all these things.
Yeah.
Even just thinking about what it was then, if you could kind of modernize it and do it to your own thing, that's just me thinking out loud.
Well, I'm a top 30
Shut up,
girl.
girl.
She did the top 30.
The top 30 with Rodney.
Small things.
Actually, the top 7 and 7. Oh, she's
That was-
young.
That used to be local.
Top 7 and 7 was a
doesn't know.
spin-off.
Yeah, it
of
was.
the top 30.
Well, how about you do top 30? Are you happy? I hate Blake. Oh, God. Goodness me. I was probably in Gambia then.
Yeah. Why I ask is because in what you were doing with the top 30, ain't much females in this region, the Virgin Islands, both U.S. and British, that was doing something like that. Kind of remind me of something like a Nikki Z or something like that. And I mean, in our region, again, we don't do much stuff that's syndicated, but imagine if you could get something syndicated
that would be
and just
super
take
cool.
it,
All over.
Actually,
wow.
keep your ears.
Okay.
Talking all is going to be regional.
Hey, we're going there, girl.
Keep your ears.
Hey,
Something big is going to launch
Right,
soon.
and with social media, the world's our platform.
Yeah. Right.
Absolutely.
Right. So, yeah, big things
Awesome.
coming.
Awesome.
So now we're saying big things coming. Coming when?
Ooh.
Soon.
Before the end of the year.
Okay, that's
Okay.
soon. I'm thinking
Soon,
nice.
before the end of the year.
I'm
See,
glad to
Sophie
hear
moves
that.
like a ninja.
Go, girl.
Okay?
Go, girl.
You don't see me coming, you just know I'm there.
Wow.
Definitely acting.
Awesome. We have a couple minutes, right?
We have 5 minutes.
Right. Before we go,
Yep.
anything that you want to let the listening audience know, anything, how they reach you,
Reach
your-
out for Kest tonight, my son.
Hey,
She gonna-
listen.
you know
Nice.
what's going
Listen.
on, what you have in the pipeline. We know you got Kes coming up tonight,
Yeah.
and you have your other. Is that the boat show tomorrow? The boat ride?
They want me on the boat ride, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm old now.
I understand, but let us know what else is in the pipeline for you.
Well, again, as I said, talking now, we're going to be regional soon.
Yes.
Let me just say worldwide eventually. So it's coming, so I'm going to be doing a lot more interviews, more content and that type of stuff. And if they want to reach me, that's super easy. Facebook.
Hey.
I've got all my pages. Talking All got a page. My personal page, Sophia Rubain. They can find me there. They can also find me on Instagram.
Okay.
s.rubain with 2 E's at the end. So if you need some help with your advertising, your promotion, you got something going on, Sophie B's your girl. I keep it real.
Awesome.
I can only be me. I don't know how to be nobody else. It's just
Cool.
me. So what you see is what you get.
Hey.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule today
Lord.
to join us. You're welcome back anytime when you're ready to,
Love it.
let us know what's going on worldwide.
And listen, if y'all need a little backup or whatever, I'm here.
All right. We will call.
But
Good to know.
your family.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Okay. So
Yeah, it's
anytime.
Wolfpack Entertainment at the end of
Wolfpack.
the day.
So,
Yeah.
hey, your family.
Not much people know.
Yeah, I didn't know until the show, until the
that Tuma
release.
is-
Yeah.
It's your
Yeah.
little brother.
He don't love Jesus. Don't let
Your
him.
little
he
big,
said that.
little big brother.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
little big brother.
Yes.
This relationship.
What was that?
Yes, Pulse VI, for those listening that don't know, is produced by Wolfpack
Wolfpack.
Entertainment, and Kilotoma Jokoy Brathwaite is one of the proprietors of Wolfpack Entertainment, and he's also their first artist.
artist, yeah.
So we're all one
Let me
family.
tell you something.
Yes.
When I used to have to carry Jacoy to these top 7
Oh,
and
gee.
7
Let's not go there.
thingies,
Whew.
listen.
I endorse some pain with those two.
Let me tell
They
you,
were
but to see
painful.
where he's at now,
No,
is
The
yeah.
growth,
really
the
cool.
growth,
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
really cool.
and the
love that you said his
dedication.
name.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
So,
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Big up Jacoy. Yeah.
Big up, Jacob.
Yes, and the whole Wolfpack gang.
All right, guys, it's been a great show. No, wait, you gonna be actually working at Kest tonight, or you just enjoying?
No, I'm just gonna be enjoying.
Okay, cool.
Listen,
Okay.
I've
Just
been
making
working
sure.
Because
on
you
myself.
already did your interview with him yesterday. I saw
Right.
that.
But I didn't get
Yeah.
to see Black, so I don't know. Maybe
Oh, okay.
something might.
Might
I don't
happen.
know. Right.
Okay.
But
You're always on work mode if it needs to be, right?
Yes.
You just click it in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's all about my Tina Turner dress tonight.
All right, girl. Well, we know we're going to see that on Facebook Live. So watch out for it, guys.
But it's about enjoying tonight.
That's
That's
good.
what I'm gonna do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for a great show. We had Sophie B. We had Facebook Live. Everybody,
Hit
thank
us
you.
up if you need to.
Hit us up if you need to. pulsevi.wpe@gmail.com.
Yes.
He's getting better with the names, Rob.
Binta, shut up. All right.
And we are on Instagram and all those other good stuff. So just follow us and then we'll keep you updated.
Yes. Have a blessed week.
Thank you, guys.
Enjoy the long weekend, BVI.
Yep,
it's
be
a
safe.
public holiday
Be safe on Monday. Caribbean Superstation 90.9 FM. Pulse VI. See you later.
We be the heart of the VI. Feel the pulse and you will see why. Where I from, we do it B.I.G. On each other, we could rely. Feel the pulse of the VI. Listen close and you will see why. The information will set you free. Stand together, never divide. Pulse VI.